No, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I mentioned to my homie that I was gonna play with you, but like because it was almost 9, I was like, you know what? I'll just let him do his thing at the Bible study. Yeah, because I did mention to my homie and he was cool with it. So since you said early, I'll say I'm gonna mention to him we could play GTA, him and I, and then once him and I get finished with the heist later today, like him and I, then I'm gonna mention to him. I'll mention to him. I'll play with him later, and then me and you can be able to play. And after the roleplay, once we finish it, or once we want to stop where we left off, then I can continue playing with him. You know. So you know what I look like? You know what I look like? Yeah. Apparently you're gonna see me with a beard if I were to meet you in person. Hmm. But you mentioned you're gonna introduce me to your friends, or once I'm ready. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, man. Before you hang up, just know I have a therapy session, so it's gonna start 6 o'clock, so I'll be sure to let you know when we're able to roleplay, as well. Yeah, yeah, it'll be like 3 year time when it starts, so just yeah, don't like call during that time, so like I don't like get distracted during the session. Yeah, for sure. Or I can like be sure to like text later, so I can be like, I'm gonna like text you about it, so I can ensure like you're aware that about like Yeah, you as well. Alright, take it easy. Alrighty. Um, I'm officially live. Did I mention exactly what I mentioned last live stream? Just overall, like overall myself. I feel like it, but I'm just gonna focus on the heist. So I'm not gonna say recent live stream and all that. I mean, I possibly will, but possibly my next live stream or whatever. I just wanna chill, enjoy the heist. I'm not gonna do the heist. I'm just gonna do the missions. It's like 3:11 at the moment. I may possibly just do like a few missions or a couple missions. But anyway, yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing GTA 5 Online and doing plenty of missions and heist prep solo. Definitely not the heist though, because the heist will be with Andrew. He mentioned because it's my birthday. That time I mentioned like, you know what, him and I are gonna do it. Plus, he wants the money as well, or needs the money, because you only need the money despite it being temporary if it's towards. If it's towards like the important shit. But anyway, yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to it once for all, like over here. Yeah, him and I we're gonna roleplay, but I have to update my Fortnite and then because it can't be during like a late time. Ah, my shoulder hurts. Is my bone broken? I hope not. I feel like it's not. My bones are very strong, but they have the habit of, ugh. I hate pain. Satan created it, but God Almighty decided to let it remain. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do the mission. Yeah, I'm just gonna say like overall, so if I mention whatever of what I mentioned like last live stream, just whatever of what I specifically mentioned like within my recent live streams. Obviously all that shit like my last live stream and just overall, with my recent live streams, the last live stream, what I could specifically mention in just whatever, like within this current live stream, like within this current live stream chat, and what I And what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well was my future license. I just like a living joke. Anyway. Yeah, I am beyond grateful for that surprise, my birthday surprise. Hey, I mean, I didn't even get it the next day. Andrew did because he didn't have to buy it. I just surprised him like, hey, we're gonna do this heist. This is just a surprise for you, man. And I'm gonna say, yeah, hey, you're welcome, man. You get millions from the Kill Prequel heist. Yeah, I feel like the mansion you guys look at setup or something. I wanna head to my mansion actually. Real quick. Alright. I may possibly build a mansion in Beverly Hills. I'll have to see. I'm gonna head towards California. August? Not August, July. It'll be like early July before the presidential shit. It's gonna be on July 15th. Well, it depends. It typically depends on how long the impeachment is. It's not gonna be exactly on July when the shit takes. Who knows? If the impeachment is short, I would know for next July. If it's August, no worries, you know. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head towards the mansion. Y'all wanna witness? For those who are new here, I'm gonna show y'all the mansion. I can do a tour again. I mean, I don't know time. I spent like 11.5 mil. If I want to do an upgrade, it's possibly gonna be a bit less. You know, yeah. It's gonna take a while. I have to do alternative kill prequel heist, excuse me. And yeah, I don't want to do that. So, man setup, the nightclub shit, might as well. Definitely do the setup so I can, you know, do the heist and shit. Yes, Lester is involved. I can get a look at his picture. Fuck him. The actor, no, I don't. I mean, I don't mess with it. Oh, man! I'm gonna show my homie Tyler Whiteside mentioned. He was texting me. Or not, he was, but he's texting me. Actually, he was, because, you know. Alrighty. I'm gonna currently look at apartments. I'm gonna get an apartment that is $1,815, which is like 1K. Very cheap, really. I mean, all you gotta overall do is just purchase an apartment and then shit. I gotta look at each picture. See what options will be at. Possibly this room. I'm quite curious. So what apartment did I get? Excuse me, chat. What was this? I'm looking at an apartment at the moment. Ooh. Because I don't necessarily want it though. Excuse me, chat. Actually, I feel like I know why. 2 beds, to be me, my wife, and our child. And I'm gonna choose the $1,900. I mean, it's close to 2,000. I mean, I'm hoping to consider getting that. Ooh. I gotta ensure to see where the office is at. Cause I remember I witnessed like an office. And I'm like, ooh, this should be my office, or like a place where it could also be my like my gaming room, my office. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Please mention that I'm able to give myself a pet. Lease terms. It didn't necessarily mention It didn't necessarily mention what pet I can have though. Oh, pet friendly meaning like they don't necessarily mind. I gotta take a tour later at the apartment. I like it. And you're all gonna be like, why an apartment, man? And I'm like, hey, I mean, shit. I don't necessarily mind having an apartment. Okay, $15. So 15 times 90. $15 times 150 days. How much is 115 days? Okay, if I started working on May 8th or May 15th. Let's say May 15th. So then Friday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Do I have to get a $570 apartment? Bro, apartments are expensive. Do I have to find out how much I'll get paid? I'll say I'll find out how much I'll get paid. It better be a lot because, oh my goodness, like, I need an apartment. Because by the time July occurs, how am I going to be president, you know? Anyway, it's 6 months. Musa. Musa, Musa. Alright, y'all gonna witness the mansion. My bad, chat. Just, you know, my stress, anxiety, and depression specifically associated with my mental. And yes, just overall chat. I specifically mentioned everything, you know, just specifically everything. I specifically mentioned the last live stream, just overall, like, you know, so, like, I specifically mentioned about those shit overall, like, within my recent live streams, last live streams, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, about the traumatic situation, just overall, about anything I specifically mentioned, you know, like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like, you know, within this current live stream chat, like, you know, like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like, you know, within this current live stream chat, and what I could talk about that shit again as well within my future live streams, obviously, chat, like, because, you know, again, chat, like, for real, though, you know, my stress, you know, like, you know, my stress, anxiety, and depression is specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like, over anyway, like, when it comes to that shit, you know, I'm gonna just look at apartments. Like, for real, though. Anyway, let's look at apartments real quick. But anyway, chat, yeah, like I specifically mentioned, chat, my stress, again, chat, for real though, again, chat, for real though, you know, chat, my stress, anxiety, and depression specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like over, so. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna look at the cheapest apartment because I'm gonna see what's $570. I need like something exactly $570. So might as well. Actually, you can actually make it 714 if I'm like not necessarily awake during that time. So just FYI, it typically depends on how far you live. But wait. Aren't you gonna live with me once I get my place though? So I'm just gonna pick up your girl, bruh. So yeah, actually keep the time 6:50 a.m. though. Alright, one second, mommy type. All right. Invite you to follow a profile you over recently linked their post. I linked their post. Okay, anyway, hold on, give me a minute. Yeah, though. My stress, anxiety, and $170. I need like something exactly $570. Anyway, chat, yeah. Oh my gosh! I did not necessarily mention I want to go full screen on YouTube on my own live stream. Come on, bro. And my homies just texting me, hold up. Like, bro, like, I hate when people spam texts. Man. Because, like, again, chat, for real, though, like, like, again, chat, for real, though, you know, um, you know, my stress and anxiety. Hold up, chat, let me put my phone down because the distraction, ugh. Because of my traumatic situation, chat. But anyway, chat, again, chat, for real, though, you know, um, you know, my stress, like, my stress, anxiety, and depression is specifically, is specifically associated, you know, is specifically associated with with my traumatic situation, chat. You know, like it's specifically associated with my traumatic situation. Like so. Anyway, I'm gonna consider looking at apartments. Um, within like real life. So anyway. But once it's 4 o'clock, I have to end it right here. I'm not gonna do it a match, actually. Fucking hate typos. Because, um, because that as well, my typo issue, it's specifically associated with my traumatic situation overall, like over, so like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like over, so like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like within my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well within my future live streams, obviously, chat, like over, so because simply because of my of my stress. Yeah, simply because of my stress and anxiety, or excuse me, simply because of my stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like everybody knows. So, anyway, yeah. So apparently, this is my mansion. I'm gonna consider going first floor. Might as well. Anyway, let's look at the apartments. Zillow. Cheapest apartment. Possibly there could be apartments that align with what I prefer. Because in the thousands? Yeah, okay. Huh? Okay. What do I prefer? Gotta be very cheaper. Oh. The fuck is this? Nah. Or is Shelby like too expensive? Like I have to go consider going for Sterling Heights, Michigan. Hold on, I'm gonna see how much I'll get paid actually at Target. Okay. How much exactly would I consider getting paid at Target as a stalker? Oh, I don't mean like that. I don't mean like that type of stalker. I meant like stalker, like stalking shit. At Target, as a stalker, you can overall expect to start around exactly 50. You can expect to start around exactly $15 to $17 per hour, with potential increases to $18 to $24, depending on location within Shelby Township. Are you fucking kidding me? Um. So hold up. $24. If I were to make exactly for exactly 8 hours a day and 50 days, how much is the total? Oh my gosh. 9K? Shit, if I got an apartment. Oh my gosh. And I said 50 days. How much is 50 days? Hold on. Let me see if that's enough. Okay. I'm gonna go on the May calendar. May calendar. I like the May. I can't say love really. I mean, I love spring, but like May, it's temporary. It's just a month. Okay, if I started on May 8th, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm gonna say 25 days. Please be enough. Please be enough. Please be enough. Please be enough. Not bad, actually. And my job counselor would chat with me about it. She mentioned something about whatever. But let's say I started at like $17. Is that enough? Okay. Just gotta save, chat. The more you spend, you're just... Okay, I don't need to look at apartments because it depends on how much I make. Oh, I'm getting an apartment in June. And June 15th, I'm gonna get a car. Would I have enough to finance? Absolutely. I don't need to take out a loan. I recommend taking out a loan if you have the money. Alright. Hold on, how many Tyler texted me? How exactly you found her? Bro, Tyler officially got a girl. My nigga for real have a girl. You accomplished your apartment in exactly 5 months. It's all good. Hold on, I'm gonna be my mic real quick. I gotta mention something to Tyler. Alright, chat. Mission time. And if I don't, and I'm possibly gonna do one mission. And we'll see what the mission is. Alright, I'm not gonna actually do the tour of the mansion. I just head towards here for a reason though, because I want to tour and shit. So for those who are new here, I don't really ask for likes or subscribers. That would be like in the upload shit. But hey, I can say on stream, but hey, if you don't ask for likes and subs, you'll receive it through the site. Hold on, my controller just died, so give me a minute. It's gonna die again though. Alright, chat, I am back. So yeah, I'm able to get the apartment. I'm gonna be making plenty of money. If it adds up for like plenty of hours, then I'm gonna have enough. Yeah, using a calculator wouldn't necessarily work, chat. If I save, then you know. But for the vacation though, shit. And then the shit, like if you want to rent a house in like, well for Hawaii, I'm gonna rent a hotel for like that many days. So, ooh man, it's a lot of money though. I can't cancel Hawaii, chat. I'm not gonna go on plenty of vacations. If I want to visit all those states, I'm gonna have to say 2027 is the way, cause I gotta save for the PS5 and in the vehicle. Okay, here's my plan actually. I'm gonna get myself an apartment. 4 days later, I'm gonna consider getting myself a Cadillac. I'm gonna finance it. I gotta pay monthly. I feel like that's what financing is. You pay monthly. You're not leasing it. You buy the whole thing, but you're not paying in full. So I still have to save. So if I want to head to Hawaii, I have to like say like is there a way where you can put the car in a plane and then I'll be able to take it like down there so I don't have to like spend on like I don't have to rent any vehicle. That's pretty much how you save. I can do research on that, and if they don't allow that, well they should actually because how am I gonna get around? Uber, yeah, that's a waste of money when you're like saving. So then I'm gonna get my so then when I get the apartment, I have to have enough for a PS5. So I have enough for two PS5s. Do I have enough for plenty of games? Absolutely. Whatever game I'm gonna transfer, I'll download them all. Well, wait, if I'm transferring them, I don't have to necessarily buy any of them, right? I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh shit, I have to call my vehicle in. It's not good. Okay, I'm gonna do the mission. Do the mission, and then, you know. So then I have to think of the groceries. Like, think of the snacks I like. Think of, like... shit I want to have for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Think of, like, getting, like, a towel for my shower, a shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. I'm gonna take a shower today, later today. Definitely have to. I still have to figure out the transferring shit. I have to do plenty of research because I gotta ensure it's perfect. Because when I transfer, you know, that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. It's on the way.
And then I'm gonna mention to Andrew, how are you able to play plenty of games like the ones that are money? When you transfer them, are they like free? Like it doesn't necessarily involve like any of like me have to make a purchase. Because I don't want to spend anything on games. I feel like 2 PS5 is cool though. PC, I would say 2027 or whatever. So you're gonna deal with me streaming. I would potentially get myself a PC. I do. Actually, I'm gonna get myself a PC before GT6.
This is Pegasus.
Okay. Let's do the mission. I gotta do one more. So I can just either watch a movie, and I'm not gonna eat snacks. It's like I didn't even eat any snacks on Monday. I accomplished. Remember I mentioned like within my recent live streams how I specifically mentioned like, oh, I'm not gonna have any snacks like Monday. Just specifically that, you know, that's what I mentioned. And what I could possibly mention about that shit, or what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within. So yeah, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within my recent live streams. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within this current live stream, you know, like within this current live stream chat, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well within my future live streams, obviously chat, like already know. So anyway, so yeah, for those who are new here, for those who witnessed me getting the mansion, like within my recent live streams, what I was gonna show you, like within this current live stream chat, like for those who are new here, like newer viewers wanting to potentially be my subs, and what I could possibly mention, or what I could possibly show you again as well. Excuse me, and what I could possibly show you again as well later today, like when I have the time to show you the tour of the mansion, all that shit, like with, like again as well. Like within my future live streams, obviously chat, like already know. So. Excuse me, bitch. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna possibly do. That's what I'm gonna possibly do. I'll show you the mansion. But anyway. But yeah, so I haven't ate anything on Monday. Tuesday, I'm gonna work on that. So I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna test it out. Because I mentioned to my mom to get me McDonald's on Wednesday. And then you're all like, what? That's not your cheat day. It's moderation though. No, it's moderation. As long as I'm digesting, it keeps your body not wanting more of that nutrient. That's not even nutrients, but like food itself. So. I mean, McDonald's was created for a reason. So, oh shit. Is it kick me out? Because I fucking hate Rockstar games. Excuse me, chat. But yeah, I'm looking for GT6. I'm gonna pre-order it. I'm looking for the trailer 3. I feel it's just April 3rd of 2026. Who knows? I'm just looking forward to it. Man, January's almost over. I'm like, wow, like time is fast actually. The way it rotates, or I feel like time has always been fast. It's just how your mind, like, how it understands time. Pretty much, I pretty much overall like understand time, you know. So, like, I feel like it's always been fast. Never think of it of being slow. Yeah, like over and over. It's always gonna be fast. But yeah, yeah, I crash into NPCs, NPC drivers, NPC gangs, or no, like I rage bait towards NPC games, or excuse me, NPC gangs, the gay gaps, um, any specific NPC specifically, simply because of my, you know, stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically associated with my traumatic situation. Like, you know, again, chat, like for real though, you know, simply because of my, you know, stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like over and also. Like I specifically mentioned about the NPC shit, specifically within GT5 story mode or online or just GT5 overall. Like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like within my recent live streams. Last live stream, I feel like, yeah, I mentioned within my last live stream. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within this current live stream chat, like, you know, like within this current live stream chat, and what I could possibly and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with my future live streams, obviously chat, like already know so. Like, I just hate them, you know, and, you know, fuck Rockstar Games, like already know so. Let me drink my water because my head is hurting. Nah, it's going down my system. You know when water's cold, you can feel like that temperature as the water goes down your digestive system. Which it's short for, like, when people say down my system, they mean like a specific system within your mortal body, or like the biological standpoint of the body itself. For some reason, I hate Simeon, and I used to say what's good, like within my recent live streams chat, like back in like November of 2025. I hate 25. I low-key hate 2025. I feel like I just hate that year because of certain shit that had to occur because of other people's and shit. And really, I just hate that year. And why are people not joining? I mean, hey, it's cool that they don't, but like, why? Do I have to do this mission? Like I was gonna say, like, load. But yeah, like, from just other people of like 2025 and shit. And just me saying what's good just about like Simeon shit. Just overall, like, overall what I specifically mentioned about that shit, or what you heard about that shit, like within like my recent live streams. Yeah, you know, within my recent live streams. What I just specifically, you know, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within, you know, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like, you know, within, like, you know, what I specifically mentioned about that shit, like within, like, you know, like what I specifically mentioned about that shit, like, you know, like within this current live stream chat, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well within my future live streams, obviously chat, like, you know, so. So anyway, just like, you know, I'm hoping that I can show the likeliness towards 2026. You have to like a year because, you know, just overall, because we're within this fallen world, you know, and you just gotta realize. Excuse me, chat. Find a cargo bob. But yeah, you just gotta like a year. I mean, the season I would love is like spring. I love spring. Summer. I really don't. I mean, it's too hot. I hate the heat. Okay, appreciate to me on. Low-key, I do like him though. I feel like because of just how the missions are and how he assigns them, possibly. But overall, I would have to love Simeon. Not like him. What am I saying? He's a human being. Even though he's a character in the game, I still have to love him. But yeah, like you know, we're within this sinful slash fallen state slash version of this world. Like, you know, the number one world slash original world, the number one Earth slash original Earth, and overall the number one planet slash original planet. Just like the Dark Void, the main black hole that, like, you know, unfortunately the universe is missing. Because the Dark Void, it's the sinful slash fallen state slash version of itself. Like, the number one slash original Dark Void, the number one slash original black hole, and number one slash original singularity. I feel like that's what it's listed as well. Or like number one slash original time warp. Because time warp occurred, or time occurred because time is temporally. It's because of the black hole itself. But yeah, you know, as according to certain biblical theories, aka the Holy Bible, just overall, you know, like, okay, you know, so, aka the Holy Bible, through the true, divine, holy, and perfect words through God Almighty Jesus Christ, you know, like I specifically mentioned about all that shit, like within my recent live streams, like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like over, you know, so, like, you know, like I specifically mentioned about, excuse me, like, you know, like I specifically mentioned about that shit, like, you know, within this current live stream chat, like, you know, within this current live stream chat, and what I could possibly mention about that shit, you know, and what I, excuse me, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with some of my future live streams, obviously chat, like a video, so. Anyway, you know, just like the year. Spring is my only favorite season though. It's unfortunately temporarily within Michigan. Because like, I mean, who knows? I mean, the grass, it's not fully green, the leaves have to grow, and then summer is when that's the actual spring. Like, it's all, like, reborn. But at the same time, simultaneously, I feel this hot temperature from the sun. Do I hate the sun? I mean, yes, I hate stars, but I love the divine light through God Almighty Jesus Christ, but, you know.
You aren't supposed to be down here?
They are cops, so yeah, they're gay cops. You obviously know why I call them gay cops. They're the NPC. Oh, did I shot him? Yeah, my accuracy is perfect. Great. Ow.
Total day.
Okay, take a helicopter. Ooh, this is cool. I'm gonna take this. I mean, yeah, it's temporarily, but like, you know, it's cool. But yeah, spring is temporarily within Michigan. Still target vehicle. Gee, how many? I'm hoping that I'm able to steal them, like, all. If not, then, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna kill myself. I actually don't like doing these missions. Oh, the helicopter blew up. And the cops itself, they can kill me, actually. The gay cops can kill me. But fuck them. But yeah, as I specifically mentioned, like, how it's temporarily within this world itself.
Reloading!
But, like, I mean, I have to do research on the difference of each season. but I definitely love spring. But yeah, in Michigan, it's not like actually like the spring we need, you know, like how it's gonna be like within the new Earth, you know, like over, you know. So, but yeah, as I specifically mentioned about that spring shit and overall, like, you know, like overall, as I specifically mentioned about that shit, like, you know, within my recent live streams, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, like within this current live stream chat, like, you know, within this current live stream chat, and like, you know, within this current live stream chat, like, you know, within this current live stream chat, and um, and what I could possibly mention, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with my future live streams, obviously chat, like over, you know. So just how spring is temporarily and shit, you know, like over, you know. So anyway. Excuse me, chat. If I don't necessarily have 100k afterwards, I'm gonna end that live, or I'm gonna end this live because I'm gonna watch whatever movie I want to consider watching because my head is hurting. I have a headache, a severe headache. Actually, it's not severe; it's a minor headache. Because you know, it's simply because of my stress and anxiety. Excuse me. Again, chat, like for real though. You know, it's simply because of my stress, you know, you know, my stress, like, you know, it's,
Hey, how is it?
excuse me, do you have to take a call right here, bitch? But, you know, yeah, I think when Simeon doesn't speak, that's perfect. I mean, he's a guy where you do missions, not necessarily like, you know, heist and shit. Excuse me, chat.
Hey, pal! That's my fucking car!
But anyway, like, you know, again, chat, like, you know, again, chat, for real though, you know, it's simply because of, you know, my stress, you know, my stress, anxiety, you know, my stress, anxiety, you know, my stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like a very non-self. Yeah, that's why I have a headache. Because of that shit. So anyway, ooh, the headache's getting worse because of that shit. Because just overall, you know, like a brain also. Anyway, because I have to repeat it like over like more than once. You know? But yeah, you know, it's all good. You know, like a brain also. But you know, it's simply because of my, you know, simply because of my, you know, my stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically associated with my traumatic situation. You know, specifically associated, you know, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, like over, you know. Anyway, let's get this mission. Let's get this mission situated and hoping it's before 5:30 or whatever, because I feel like 5 a.m. it's when I'm gonna head to bed. So, or 5:20, who knows? Already. Do I want to come to the parking here? It doesn't necessarily matter. Okay. Gotta take care of these guys. So, Eh, that guy's a pussy. The way he reacts.
They're down! You gotta run!
Oh my gosh. But I feel like digital for PS5 it's better. I feel like PS6 it should only specifically be digital. Because I specifically mentioned about that shit like within my recent live streams. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit like within this current live stream chat, like within this current live stream chat. Within this current live stream chat, like within this current live stream chat, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with some of my future live streams. Obviously chat, like over, so. Like in terms of like that PS5, because I was mentioning that shit towards Angel, like how PS5 should be digital and shit, or like how I prefer the digital shit, and I feel like the PS6, etc., like PS6, PS7, 8, 9, 10, or X, or etc., PS11 and shit, etc., should overall be digital. Specifically, I feel like it overall should be. Anyway. Check. Check. Oh, the guy was getting burned. Wait, how much money do I have? Oh shit. Let's see how much money I'll possibly get. Okay. But yeah, it for real be cool to work at Target. I would like, We'll see what position I'll see what position, excuse me. I'll see which position I could possibly consider getting. Yeah, I'll see that. And then after this, like, I'm gonna consider watching my movie. Like, I, definitely need to consider watching a movie. I mean, it'd be cool, just chill, watch a movie. I just need 100K, so that's like cool. St. Gudis isn't that 1 mil, like, jeez. 1 million for real? And then y'all gonna be like, but won't you have $0? I mean, yeah, I would, but like, shit, yeah, I would. Yeah, cause I wanna like spend shit on my ammo, Ammo. Yeah. Anyway. And then my sister's gonna possibly consider playing GTA. She could though. She could. you can play whenever. Thing is, I'll have to do plenty of heist and shit, so that's the thing. Ooh, like motherfucker. Can we move more vehicles? I feel like I'm gonna be dead. Oh my fucking gosh, you're almost here! I feel like you should. They're all here. Go, 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 go.
Fucking savage! You going down?
Whoa, whoa. Okay, if you want the money I got, if I don't get 100k, I'm just gonna end the stream afterwards. But yeah, like, my favorite season is definitely spring, though. I'm really looking forward to work at Target. It would be cool. Just imagine being, like, very famous someday for me. That'd be cool. I'm actually for real looking forward to that. I definitely need to gain plenty of subs, though. Like, that's actually my goal this year. That's actually another goal. I may watch a movie, or I can, like, listen to music and shit. Okay. You know what? Possibly listen to music for quite a bit, then, watch something on YouTube. Actually, I may watch the movie, who knows. Yeah, I'm gonna hope not to eat snacks. And I'm gonna do research, would McDonald's be I, despite Wednesday not being my cheat day, because Wednesday is definitely not my cheat day. So yeah, the workout I'm gonna do, though, at my dad, when I'm at my dad's place, because I typically go to the gym with him. So I'm thinking, focusing on my arms, my chest, my triceps. Bro, why is it fucking lagging, motherfucker? Whoa! What the fuck? Anyway, so yeah, I gotta focus on my pectoral muscles, my biceps, my triceps, my deltoids, aka my shoulder muscles. Um, then I'm gonna focus on my legs. But my dad's like choose like a workout for like each of those days. But I honestly want to do that though. So for the legs, I'm gonna do a lot of leg workouts. Like they're skinny as fuck. Oh, damn. Move out of the way, bitch. Fuck you. The obstacle, you know. Oh, that's another thing. Alongside with NPCs and shit, but it's all good, you know. Like over, you know. So, alrighty. Well, anyway, chat. I'm actually gonna end it right here. Because, you know, that was the mission. If you want to see more of me playing GT5 online with Small Me Andrew or RJ like later today, which I'm going to play with AZ on Fortnite, do the roleplay. Once I get finished with the heist with Small Me Andrew and get the surprise later today. I mean, yeah, it's the 13th, but, you know, 2 days later, there you go. But yeah, if you want to see more of me doing that shit and witness plenty of me, or, excuse me, not plenty of me, and witness me doing plenty of missions, heist preps, and heist solo. And yeah, you know, just, you know, Be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat. Yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna end right here. Take it easy, chat.